Weirich Chapter 9, Refining the Research Process. An overview of the research process. Investigate the facts and identify the issues. Collect the appropriate authorities. Analyze the research. Develop the reasoning and conclusions. Communicate the results. The last two steps include our discussion of critical thinking and effective writing skills. These slides are based on Chapter 9 of Weirich. The research process is also covered in Collins. There are no prescribed formats for performing research or for the research memo. This is why it's good to see two approaches. So back to Chapter 9 of Weirich. Identify the issues or problems. Chapter 9 covers the Sony case. This is a great case study and a great example of the full research process. In this case, we're searching to find out if amortization is allowed. And you can see that we have a whole list of initial questions. When we go to the codification, what are we looking for? Continuing, analyze the problem. What are we selling? What does the client want to know? What does the boss want to know? What do we need to apply GAAP? When starting, there will be many research questions. Narrow these down to one or two research issues or problems. Refine the problem statements. As we perform research, we will get greater precision. Include critical facts. So it's important to develop those relevant facts and authority at issue. Collect the evidence. And this involves working with the codification. Keywords are always difficult. The more we practice, the better we get with determining the keywords. Of course, we want to develop a careful and systematic research approach. Our citations will often lead to other relevant literature, and so we want to perform a thorough research. And if necessary, we need to bring in non-authoritative sources. The third step, analyze results and alternatives. Exercise professional judgment. We are looking for a tenable conclusion. Organize the authorities logically. Work with any type of hierarchies, but of course now all of the codification is authoritative. Cite the specific location. And it's always good to cut and paste the words of the specific citation. The reader appreciates that. The reader would like to read to make sure that the reader agrees, understands, and instead of summarizing, just do the cut and paste. And apply authorities to any alternatives if those exist. Develop the conclusion. Use well-reasoned, well-supported evidence and professional judgment. Provide a conclusion for each of the research issues. And make it clear. Some students just come to that point and throw out some information and then think the user will come to a conclusion. This is your conclusion based on your research. Of course, communicate the results. This can be done in a letter. A letter is just a summary of the bottom line results. But our focus in Accounting 2375 is the research memo. This provides the complete analysis. The facts, issues, problems, summarize the conclusion, reference the authorities, provide the relevant parts of the literature. Some firms attach the memo to the letter. Others just put the memo into a client file. Always remain current, and we'll cover this in more detail later in the semester. Use checklist, summarize new authorities, and of course the codification has the pending content. Read newsletters, go to the websites, sign up for reviews, and sign up for updates. Now we can look at some of the skills on the CPA exam. Knowledge and understanding, 50%. Application skills, 30 to 40%. This includes the professional judgment, research, analysis, synthesis. Think about those levels of Bloom's. Technological competencies. Communication skills 10 to 20%, and we know that communication always matters.